Welcome to another round of Spudventures. This week we are back in the city of Seattle 2054 for session 10 of Shadowtrot. So take it away, Digo Dragon. I will see you all at the end.
Thank you, Spud. And welcome all you listeners out there as we start another episode of Shadowtrot. As always, we have AvisEcho as Nebula Flare, Kirin Solarian.
I lost the mute button for a second.
Okay. DreadPriest as Nivix, Unicorn Biohacker.
Rest in peace, David Prowse. You will be missed.
Wing Cat as O's, Changeling Mechanic.
Cookie Singularity.
Xencarn as Smirkfluff, Griffon Soldier.
10-4.
GreatDinn as Icebreaker, Earth Pony Operative.
420?
And Shadowtrot is not with us right now, may join us later, who knows, as Lethe, Changeling Mystic. But for now, let us go to the news. The Coast Guard has launched an overnight search for a drone cargo ship that has disappeared over international waters west of Seattle. It is rumored that one of the unlisted cargo items was an experimental new rocket engine belonging to the National Equestrian Space Administration. NASA has not answered our requests for a statement, but Mexico-based space company Azteca Galactica has already made a statement they are willing to sell their equivalent new engine to NASA at a reasonable price. Things that make you go, In ground-based news, Seattle residents are advised to immediately take shelter, for the quick-forming snowstorm Holy Trotting Moses is coming down upon us. Listeners, we're going to get several inches of acid rain, snow, ice, and suck dropped onto us. Seattle Electric has advised that parts of town may lose power while the storm passes over. So for you romantic types looking for that romantic LED light TV dinner with your special sun pony, get your microwaves cooking right now. The rest of us, hunker down and get ready for 10 minutes string of music from yours truly, the Forever Bachelor Boombox. All right. We are picking up on Sunday, the 18th. The afternoon. We are at our safe house.
Alrighty.
And I believe Icebreaker did some interviewing with the team members.
Which, unfortunately, we'll have to wait a little bit because I've been very busy.
It's all right.
All right. And with that, I will be back in a bit.
Okay.
I will leave you with one final sentence for now. Mana.
That's a sentence fragment at best. A sentence fragment at best.
We are sentenced to finish it?
No.
All right, so you can.
Are we about to get snowed in?
You may very well be. You can hear thunder and the start of rain outside. It's kind of that slushy, icy rain.
Gross. It's not even snow.
Nope. It's slush. It's going to cause so many problems in the city. So, as that starts out there, people outside will start taking shelter, except for the crazy ones that really don't have a choice. You know, like store stuff.
Man, we're getting like half sentences, or at least I am.
I'm getting them too.
Getting just half sentences from me?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometime?
Yeah.
It is a... All right. Gains. All right. So, what are we doing? You're all home. You've all managed to not get thrown in prison. It's been an eventful weekend so far.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling a couple pies out of the oven. And then playing Schrodinger's pie with them. If he sets them down, warm, sent filling the hideout on a night like this and turns his back, how long before they are not there anymore?
You assumed they were there to begin with.
Well, they're there when they come out of the oven, he thinks.
No. That's cute that you believe that, but that is incorrect.
Nebby, you are setting a bad example. Do not crawl into the oven to eat the pies.
Icebreaker,
she's fine.
honey, try and stop me.
Oh boy.
Nebula pies now?
Hey, we have a strat.
Fire resistance 5, get at me!
I know your fire resistance is great, but
So
you
the pies
also
have
need to
negative
breathe.
length of time. Okay.
I can breathe the smell of pie, it's fine.
That's not oxygen.
It's pie, it's fine.
Strat,
For the
you with
record,
us?
they were
I am.
apple and sweet potato. One apple, one sweet potato.
Well, they're both gone.
Everything came out well this weekend. I can't complain.
That's good. We just got started. We're at the safe house, and the news has mentioned that is going to come down. Lots of snow, slush, acid rain, and everything. Basically, a wintry mix.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Melting concrete and hopefully not faces.
Advisory's out for everybody to take shelter immediately. So fun.
And Oz is
Yeah.
pulling a couple apparently empty pie tins out of the oven, where there should have been pies.
Wow.
Going into my inventory, not adding anything suspicious.
Pie, not suspicious.
Nope, not at all.
Preservatives does she have in her inventory? I mean, presumably the baked goods don't last forever.
There we go. There's the safe
With as
house.
much preservatives as they put in things, you never know.
It depends. Were these baked fresh or pre-mix with preservative?
Baked fresh, these two anyway.
So give it about 3 days without refrigeration, and people will be able to pick her out by smell.
Where you
Uh,
going, Ice?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Where you going?
I was gonna say I don't think Icebreaker was initially here. I think she came in. If
Oh.
Okay.
Strikes me as I don't think she lives at the safe house. I think she lives somewhere else in the city.
That's fair.
I think she's coming to if the potential of being trapped in a location is occurring. I don't think she wants to be trapped in her apartment. They should rather be trapped with other people.
Okay, yeah, but trapped with us though.
Well, it'll be fine. There's like a 50-50 chance that none of you make her mad.
I make no one mad. I make
That's
people
better odds
frustrated.
than I'd give, but sure.
Icebreaker,
well-
your arrival is punctuated by a brownout and thunder outside. Power flickers off for just a moment and comes right back.
It's almost as cold as back home.
Yes.
Hated
it's
it then,
freezing.
hate it now.
Hi, Ice.
Hi, Neb. How you doing?
I'm good. Good to know I have the eternal flashlight of I don't care if the power goes off.
Yeah, good. Could you start a small fire so I could warm up my hooves a little bit?
Which article of furniture do you not like in this base?
No fires in the house.
Oh, you're no fun.
Have a heater, you know.
Yeah, but that's the easy way.
Or at least
The
if you're
heater
gonna
is
start
all-
fires in the house, you start them in the bathroom.
Heat is
Which one?
too far away. The tiny child is closer.
Just jumps on Ice's back and is just like, carry me, I am your personal heater.
Whoop.
All right. Machina shows up, and you notice that when she appears, part of her left side looks artifacted, like those little JPEG artifacts that you have, as if Prussian really bad on her left side. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Maki.
Yo.
Are you all right?
I seem to be all right. Why?
Visual
What's with
correction?
your and O's gestures to the artifacts?
Looks herself, does a 360. Oh, I think the brownout messed up some of the emitters that do my hologram.
Okay, so it's just a hardware problem. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure if I reboot them, they'll be okay. But I just wanted to let you all know that I have finished analyzing the data that you've given me from that laboratory that you.
And
do
what
enlighten us.
analysis did you get from them?
I just want to let you know that I have finished analyzing the data from the hidden laboratory. Wait, did I already say that?
You did. What was the result of the analysis?
Oh, okay. Well, Project Unity, headed by 4 scientists, Doctors Chandler, Bunsen, Shores, and Klein. It seems that 2 of the 4 are dead, Shores and Klein, but Dr. Chandler and Dr. Bunsen are still alive and well somewhere. Could not
They're
find
at a
any-
party.
But I did acquire the home address for Chandler and Bunsen if you ever want to snoop around their private residence.
I may just go up and make sure he's all right. Distracting him to give, and Mills looks around the room, others a chance to snoop around if they want.
I mean, snooping is one of our many specialties.
That it is.
Before we do that, why don't we see if there's perhaps if we can find a spot that might be open despite the weather, a more neutral place that might not be under observation?
For the
'Cause
brownout.
Yeah, as
Sorry.
I said, it's a little unusual it would be a little bit suspicious for us to be looking around there with potential Shirwase security there. But a more neutral place, after the fact that we do have a little bit of care or worry after trying to save his life, might be seen as at least being non-nosy for things, and he may be able to speak more freely about something. Away from other eyes that are there to keep him quiet.
Second brownout happens, and Machina disappears for a moment. Power comes back. Her head gets rendered again, but her body's completely missing. Just floating head there.
Blah, ghost.
Ghost? Where?
Akina, you might want to reboot some of your servers.
Okay. So he completely blinks out and starts rebooting the hologram emitter.
Can I just I don't know, look at the computers that sort of run Machina? Like, get any kind of idea on how they're protected against these brownouts?
Well, yeah, roll me, I guess, engineering.
Engineering, you say?
Seeing what's going on, Oz is going to help with that.
Someone who's better at this, come help me.
Yes, Oz is helping.
Okay. Well, the good thing with Machina is that her computer comes with a battery backup, so the server itself won't go offline if the power completely fades. However, battery backup doesn't include hologram emitters. So, worst case, if the power completely goes out, she's still conscious and can talk to you. She just wouldn't be able to project form in the room. And speaking of which, her emitters come back online. She shows up perfectly in.
Okay. Well, that's better than nothing. Good to know you won't just be completely gone if something screws up.
Tina, what do you feel about being a teacher?
Me?
You,
Who am I teaching?
Nebula. We need someone to run her through the standard homeschool content.
Oh,
Wow, that's cool.
what
She
grade?
can read and write and stab stuff. She's fine.
I don't think stabbing's part of the curriculum of public education.
Well, it damn well should be if it's not.
Is it extra credit?
It's extracurricular, yes.
I can't think of an argument against that. She kind of just shrugs. Okay. Oh, bless you.
Think.
Smirk, your phone rings.
Oh god. Yep, I answer it.
All
There's
right.
two people this is likely to be. Neither of them are gonna be a good thing.
You see that Locke is on the other line.
Oh, thank fuck. Yeah, I'll answer. Obviously.
Hey, Smirk. I hope my call can get through this weather to you. I just
Yeah.
want to let you know that I've been doing some digging on some stuff from Saturday's party, and I have something that might be interesting to you.
Yeah.
You may want to come over here though, because I can't trust this call to stay and not just drop in the middle of everything. So let me just give you my address. Come on. Text
Alright.
you the address.
Neat. Did you want me to come now or after the storm?
Whenever, it's just me here. Mom's gone. It's me by myself. House arrest.
Sorry, all my brain's doing is coming up with different variations of "but my parents aren't home," the meme. In that case, I'll be over there in, I don't know, an hour or so.
Okay. Bye.
See you then. Hang up, look to the rest of you. Well, I have business I have to take care of.
Smirk's got a date!
It's not a date, and you're staying here.
Oh, so it's not a date, it's a hookup.
Do you need me to drive you to the state?
It's not a
Nope,
date,
I'm
it's a
good. Nope, I'm good. And then Smirk goes.
As Smirk leaves, Icebreaker is going to call out, "See, Smirk, if she was learning real stuff, she wouldn't be harassing you with things she learned on the street."
Better she lands on the street than whatever poncy education they pretend to give her.
Ooh.
Oz calls out, "Let me know if you need a chaperone."
No, I'm out. I'm not responding to this anymore.
I am legally obligated to harass you.
Oh, yeah. I think we all are in some capacity.
No, I disagree highly.
Well, let's have a vote then. Everyone, are we legally obligated to harass Smirk?
Yes!
Yes.
As long as
Maybe
we
that's the
understand that
second
my
phase.
gun gets more votes than you do, yes. We can have a vote.
Hey, Smirk, did you know that guns kind of melt after being influenced by fire? Did you know that? It's
Did
science.
you know that guns are a ranged weapon?
I would legit be more worried about just setting off all the bullets with heat. That seems like it'd be easier.
Did you know that bullets can melt as well? In midair, too.
That's okay. I have a laser gun. I don't use bullets.
Oh, I thought you.
What are you
had
gonna do? Make the laser hotter?
Well, yes, because if the laser gets hotter, it dissipates.
Oh, well, there you go then. Today we learned.
I win.
Sure enough, you can cause lasers passing through the air to diffract.
Also true. There's ways to mess with. Heat is complicated. That's why there's science for it.
See,
That's
Nebula,
why,
this is why you have to learn.
there's science for it is now our new favorite line.
You hear a loud explosion outside, and the power completely goes out.
Well, uh-oh.
All right, nobody panic. We can just sit here in the dark and contemplate our existence.
What dark? There's the glowing orb.
I know, there's a... Icebreaker is being sarcastic.
Blinks on.
Oz gets on his acid rain gear and prepares to go see what happened.
It's a transformer that blew out. Seems pretty clear to me.
Let's see if we can see if it'll come back on.
Is this something Oz is capable of fixing? And if so, does he know of any consequences for fixing it rather than letting the power company do so?
All right. Oz, you go out there. Some of the other residents in the building have kind of peeked out of their rooms. You can see a few of them lingering in the halls with flashlights, glow sticks, looking around. You go outside into the parking garage where the transformers would be. And you see that they are completely off, and it's so cold in this area that ice has formed on the.
Okay, we can't just stick Nebula here permanently, so looking to see if which transformer blew, if there's any evidence of that.
The building, we'll say, has like 5 of them, and all 5 have been basically offline. They've all tripped.
Well,
okay, does Oz have the material to fix it? And again, does he know if it is legal for him to fix it, as far as what law will be enforced?
Fix it? Yes. Legal? No.
And how likely is it, are the guys who care to come and enforce if he fixes it, as far as he knows?
well, if he finds out that it's technically, as I said, if he can fix it, Lethe could try to talk to the equivalent landlord for seeing about a more so that people and the landlord have power for this area. Try to get an okay for a team came out and fixed it, kind of deal.
Well, the electric company is not going to go out in this storm, so.
But yeah, why she's trying to reach the landlord, so that an unofficial but official fix can happen through diplomatic means.
Okay, Isley is coming with Oz to take care of this?
Yeah, because
Okay.
she would try to be reaching the landlord once she found out about the whole matter of it being not something technically legal to fix, but maybe she could work something out with the landlord as an unofficial fix until they can.
Okay, you reach the landlord. Yeah, what's going on? I know power's out. I called the company there. Get here when they get here.
Yeah. Well, if you don't mind a temporary fix for things, we can get them back up and running until they can, so everyone can enjoy power. Just need your permission.
No, you're asking me if you want to touch with it? I wouldn't mess with it. I don't want
Well,
anybody.
we have someone that can fix it, so everyone has power. We're just trying to keep it legal on above the things until like they get here.
I wouldn't mess with it because the last thing I need is for one of you to get electrocuted and then I get sued.
Again, we have no interest in doing that kind of thing to anger. We just want to make sure everyone has power. I'm sure you can understand with this kind of cold. Someone is maybe on a ventilator or has potential issues like with the snow or the fumes from the fumes since with the toxic bit in it. You can understand. We're just trying to look out for people.
Well, leave me out of it, whatever you're doing. That's with
Okay.
anything that's going to start a problem.
Very
So-
well. Just if the power comes back on before the electric company gets here, you're not going to point to us, right?
The landlord hung up. Or maybe the call dropped. You're not too sure.
Anyway,
Good enough. I'd rather these people have power rather than.
right. And with that, Oz goes to the first transformer and takes a look. Is this in fact something he can fix?
Yeah, you can clear out the ice and then reset the breakers. And should be able to get it back on.
Is it a matter of insulation? If we re-insulate for things to keep it from.
Well, the thing is that it shouldn't get this cold that ice is going to be. So this doesn't seem quite like a normal thing that time.
Well, Lisa's going to do
So-
two things. As well as doing that, she's going to ask around if any people have any spare things that wouldn't conduct or whatever to see if they can help try to keep the power back on for different people around the thing, so that they can sort of insulate it a little bit, so the cold doesn't try to cause another brownout like that.
Okay, yeah, you actually managed to convince people to kind of be conservative on their power consumption. Bundle up. Neighbors that know each other will hang together, use up less power.
Okay, and the other thing is while he's doing that, she's going to take the form of a griffon and with a bit more fluff with things and see about if there's anything unusual about this as she sort of attunes her senses while he's doing his work.
Okay. Mysticism?
Yeah, seeing if there's a more supernatural element, considering ice or something like that, a spirit or something like that potentially might be pulling like a Wendigo or something like that. Something attuned to either air or water.
Okay. Oz, you managed to clear the ice and get the breakers on the first of 5 back on, and it, with a little bit of sparking, which I guess is normal for this device, being how old it is, it does come back on to life. Part of the building gets power.
Once that's done and power is back on, he comes back in and just, we got ice that tripped our breakers, and this is supernatural, or this is not normal ice. Needs investigation. Hey, Icebreaker!
Lethe, you feel that something unnatural is in the parking garage with you while you're studying the ice. You look around, but you don't see anything, but you feel a presence, and the area does seem to be getting colder the longer you feel the presence.
She's going to try, while he's run back for things, she's going to try to pinpoint it, sort of moving slowly and seeing if she can pick out any thoughts.
Can't seem to pick up any thoughts. For a while, that feeling of somebody being here goes away. The temperature in the area seems to come back to.
That's a worrying thing. I guess looking around for any signs of something out of place or something that may have drawn it here.
Nothing that you can find.
Is
Meanwhile-
the
Oh.
is the information about this strange cold being passed along in any capacity?
She's not had a chance to go back yet. She's waiting on other
Oz
people.
just came back and passed it along to everybody who's back at the hideout and has asked for their help in investigating.
Okay.
Icebreaker specifically, but everybody else is invited to come along too.
Sorry, I had to step away for a bit to get my dogs to stop screaming.
It's okay.
Okay,
They
anyway,
were
yes,
very-
you were invited to come and investigate the strange cold that caused the power outage, now that the power is back on.
Okay. Sounds reasonable to me, I guess.
So Oz leads him back to where Blaze is investigating, and just, hey, sister, can you, what have you found so far?
Something was here, but I couldn't find anything about it. It was just, I don't know, so either something was drawn here or something got pulled here or called here. I don't know which. So it was here, but it's faded, whatever it is.
What is the general knowledge of Wendigos?
Not a general knowledge thing. You'd actually have to kind of study a little in the mysticism for something like that.
That's kind of what I figured.
It
Is it okay
an
if
arrow-
I roll just to see if off chance it ever showed up? Especially
Sure.
since Icebreaker came from the north.
Yes, you can.
Thought I had a rank mysticism. I guess I didn't add that yet.
Hey. Untrained mysticism of 18. Got a 14.
Haha, take that. For once I did better.
Icebreaker. You're looking at it and you do recall legends of what a Wendigo was. Ancient beings that gather around places where in the olden times when friendship wasn't great and the area was more under strife and disharmony. So a city like Seattle would be perfect.
Mm-hmm. And yet the place isn't always overrun with this frigid, awful cold.
No, which is a good thing because Wendigos tend to nest
Kill,
where they
yes.
go and kill everything off with cold. Yes. Okay.
Or, freeze it forever, I guess. Not necessarily
Mhm.
kill, but
No one likes being a meat popsicle.
Nope.
no.
Are meat popsicles yummy?
No.
No.
Okay.
Been cooked first.
I don't want to get into an argument about rare meat here, but cold is one thing. Popsicle is different.
Mm-hmm. Plus side, if it was here, it's not here now. The area is cold, but it's only like normal level of cold. And nothing stops anybody from starting up the other 4 transformer. Put power fully back.
Is there any indication which way the Wendigo went?
No.
Like, no side of the building is noticeably colder than the others?
Nope.
Also, we don't know for sure this is a Wendigo. This is a thought that came to conspiratorially and mystically minded Icebreaker.
Yes.
It's, one of those things of if it can be blamed on something and it's not a corporation, then it's clearly some sort of cryptid.
I can see it now, Icebreaker going through her Rolodex of companies. It's like, okay, which corporation do I blame today? Can't
Yes.
find one. All right. Plan B. Cryptozoology. What do I got? Bigfoot and Top Hat.
Bigfoot. Well, no, that's one of her more respected callings.
Okay.
Kidding.
He's a suburban tracker.
Smirkfluff. You went on the road?
That I did.
Okay.
You want some piloting for that?
Give me a piloting because the weather is making it very treacherous. Right.
Time to roll a 1.
You're passing by people who are off on the side of the road because the vehicle got stuck or they slid off the road into the sidewalk. Pass by 2 fender benders. With the 24 piloting, you actually managed to do pretty well getting around all this. And you go into the Bellevue area, nice neighborhoods, wider streets. People are rich enough that they stay home. Order out and have poorer people bring them stuff.
Oh, crap. You're right. I probably should have asked if you wanted me to bring food while I was thinking about it.
Mean.
You arrive at Locke's estate. And you remember that her name is Clover Hayf. Nodded.
Yes.
You pull up to the front, and you see that there's a Buckstar police car also parked in the area. And just as you're getting out, you see an officer leaving the front door and heading toward their vehicle. For a moment, your eyes kind of lock and see each other. I mean, basically, it's like 2 passing ships in the night, especially the officer.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll nod. No, go to the door, knock.
Okay. Knock on the door, and a augmented reality screen pops up with a robot butler. Please step forward for facial recognition.
Yep, I'll do that.
Takes a quick pic of your face. Doot. Ah, welcome. And the doors open up. See the robot butler standing to the side.
Hey, here for Clover?
One moment, I shall fetch. And it kind of just stands there, beeps and stuff. And you hear hoofsteps, I should say, coming up from the basement stairs and getting on to the landing is Clover or Electrolock. Away. And yeah, she's there. She's wearing a nice blue dress. Her hair's not
nice.
quite all the way up, just a little. She's like, "Oh, hey, is it just you?"
Yeah, it's just me. Left the kid with the others.
Oh, okay. Oh, if they can handle her.
She's with Icebreaker. That'll be fine.
All right, cool. Yeah, welcome to my house. It's, I guess, something. Not that I
Nicer than my place, can tell you that.
I guess. Can I get you something to eat or drink?
Yeah, sure. I'm assuming you've got permission to go in at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, whatever you're having.
Locke turns to the robot butler. Cogsworth, can you just bring the usual snacks to the basement? The robot just nods and on its wheels kind of just drives off toward the kitchen. Locke's okay, come on over to my office down here in the basement. Show you what I found.
Oh. I'll follow her down.
Okay. As you're walking down to the basement, talking. So I did some digging on that Dr. Chandler that you guys were, I guess, with when you had that mess going on Saturday. And digging on a little history on him. He had an assignment previously in a lab out in the Puyallup area. Lab suffered some kind of accident. Official cause to the insurance was a gas line explosion. But I dug through some records and I cannot find a single gas utility that services that far.
So you suspect foul play then?
Or the explosion. Something else. When you get down to the office in the basement, it's just basically looks like several computer rigs, a bunch of screens. She kind of just rolls the chair over.
Sorry,
Nice.
quick drug.
Yeah, I'll take a seat if one's available.
She goes to her computer, pulls up the address. This is where I found the closest that I get to where this lab was. Supposedly it's been demolished. Poke around, maybe you find something still there.
Oh, yeah, I'll take the address. Yeah, definitely will. I'll give it to our, resident info gatherers. I'm sure they'll be able to figure out more about it than I will. But no, thank you. This was really helpful. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I mean, I don't really have much to do here since I'm kind of under house arrest, so, I've been taking some part-time work, doing IT over the phones, and remembered why I don't part-time work IT over the phone. They're morons.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'd hope not. But yeah, working with, other creatures are always the worst part of any job. No matter if you're working security or IT.
The robot butler comes down, has a tray of Hot Pockets, cherry Pop-Tarts, and Mountain Deer soda.
Nice. I will send a quick text to the group and just be like, hey, so got this address. You might want to look into it. There was a, explosion. It was not gas. See if you can figure it out. Busy. Talk to you later. Do not call.
One question we
You
might
send
wanna ask.
who do you send it to?
Whose number would I have actually?
Assuming you
Probably.
You would have leads at least. I don't know about anyone else.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, just send it to Nebula. Yeah, I'd probably send it to Lethe if I've got Lethe's number.
You got Oz's too, but you got Lethe, you got Oz.
Yeah, I'd probably send it to Lethe.
Nebula is in his phone as do not text ever.
Nebula,
You know,
you're in
with
my
it-
phone as the annoying child.
So is she racking up all the bits in Candy Crush?
Oh god, yeah, I probably
No.
would have crappy mobile
Kirin
games
Crush.
purely
No,
to
that-
keep Nebula occupied.
No, it's Blossom Blast. Duh. Savages.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Yes.
Anyway,
Okay then.
She would
So-
share.
Locke brings up another file on her computer to show you. I looked up the name Arista that Dr. Chandler crying a lot about, and I could not find a single public record of pony. So I don't know if they're real pony or if maybe it's an experiment.
I mean, knowing the stuff they get into, experiment sounds likely. What they're experimenting on. Wow. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
No, I guess not. At this point, the power goes out in the house. The only thing that still runs is her computer's battery. And Locke kind of just frowns. Well, one of these kind of storms again, huh?
Yeah, I don't think it's actually in memory. Would we have had something this bad?
It hasn't been bad like this in a few years.
Not since that day. Not since that day. It was like 200 degrees Kelvin.
That one
Yeah.
day.
That poor individual day.
But remember, this storm was powerful enough that it got named. It was named Holy Bucking Moses. So
How long
Yeah.
did the bucket last?
not long.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how bad it's gotten.
Mm.
But at least we're inside and not out there. Past a couple of people who'd legitimately stopped and pulled over, and well, not to be mean, but sucks to be them.
You hear what sounds like a banging upstairs on a front door.
Expecting anyone?
No, no one. Locke turns to the robot, but who's that over there? And the robot kind of stops to think for a minute. There is no one at the front door. More banging. Locke kind of shrugs. He tries to bring up the camera. Looks down.
Would I have brought a gun? I probably wouldn't have.
Did you bring a
Yeah.
gun? Tell me.
Surprisingly, no, which was a mistake. I was a little bit harried trying to dump the child off on other people while I got out. Thankfully, I don't need a gun. And I'm going. Yeah. Do you want me to get the door or?
Yeah, I'll come with. Locke unlocks a drawer in her desk, pulls out a gun. Let me go with you. Just
Fair enough. Yeah. So we'll head back upstairs, I guess.
okay. Yeah, at this point, it goes from banging to what sounds like something scratching the door.
Cool and normal. Is there like a peephole or anything in the door, or is it all automated?
It was all on without power working.
Automated.
Oh, freaking course. Okay. I'm gonna motion for Locke to stay back, and
Yep.
I'm going to attempt to open the door just a little bit so I can peer out.
Okay. You peer out in the blizzard, and there's nobody there. However, the front door on the outside is completely scratched by something big. Like, you're looking at bear claw kind of scratches.
Yeah.
Of course, the wind is whipping in your face, and snow starting to come inside, and face is starting to freeze over.
As fun as all of that definitely does not sound, gonna close and lock the door and turn to Clover and just be like, okay, so good news and bad news. Bad news is there is no good news, and also that your door's been attacked by something. Your mum's rich, right? Does she have like a panic room somewhere?
Yes. I mean, I use my office. But, I mean, if you really want to go into panic room, yeah, I could show you where it is.
Because, yeah, there's an invisible something out there. And I don't think either of us are particularly equipped to, deal with it.
I don't suppose your friends are on call that I bring over and check the place.
Oh, I mean, I can try, and I will. I'll call Lethe.
Lethe, your phone ring.
Yep, she'll bring it up, and there's a mental hello as a snow owl griffin looks back at Smirk if he's got video on.
Probably. Yeah. Hi.
Just so
quick-
you know, reception is really bad.
Yeah. Hi. Quick question. Are you getting attacked because we're getting attacked?
No, but given whatever it was, I did hit the parking lot. You need us there?
Probably not. There's an invisible monster outside that's trying to break in, so we're a little bit busy.
Okay, as I said, do you need us there?
Probably should stay in. I don't think driving around while there's invisible monsters is possibly the best idea, unless you think you can get here safely.
She'll look around to everyone else that's sort of there. Like, you guys, one of you can drive, right?
Yes.
I can drive.
Wait.
Okay, if someone can
Yes.
drive, Mark may need a little bit of assistance with things. Looks like something's gone squirrely. Whatever's in the parking lot may be there at the where he went.
But Smirk, you can eat squirrels.
Oh, right. While you're on the phone, can you grab my gun?
Sure, just tell me where you left it.
Yeah, it'll be in the room. It'll be on top of the closet.
Okay.
In the safe, and I'll just give them the combination.
Yep. She'll quietly get the gun and sort of have it on her back.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. What friends are for.
Right. And I will hang up.
Okay. All right. So for the team, everyone going or?
Silent
Yeah.
thinks that the first upgrade he made to this truck was specifically acid rain resistance, and the second one was enough carrying capacity to carry the party.
Well, guess what? You're gonna get your money's worth.
Like I
Hooray!
said, silent thanks.
All
I
right.
mean,
Who's
can't see any
driving?
reason for us not to go.
Whoever can drive. Don't ask Lethe.
I have a piloting of 4.
I'll drive.
Driving,
Okay.
Oz actually has piloting and set up to be able to take this truck in precisely this kind of situation.
Trying to imagine Nebula driving.
I have no piloting. I'm doing it for the content.
I imagine it's just Nebula sitting on someone else who's pushing the pedals for her.
Or someone holding onto the wheel and she's doing the pedals. And by doing the pedals, I mean literally sitting on the gas.
We're getting
Oh,
a cinder block there.
All right. Well, whoever's driving, I need a piloting check. 17. Okay, not bad, not bad.
I just want to see the joke.
You should know better. The jokes are the best rolls.
Yeah. Somehow the child rolled better piloting. Somehow.
That was great.
All right. So
Okay.
Hmm?
Real fast. So we give Nebby one of those like fake child car wheels.
Follow the Simpsons, yeah.
Yes, a la The Simpsons.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, never beats to start early.
I am a child. Do not patronize me.
Well,
So,
given who's here, it's mostly matronizing, but
Yeah, that's fair.
all right. O's, this is a challenge. The blizzard is really bad. Visibility is like measured in feet. I mean, there's almost no other vehicle on the road at this point. Either everyone's gone home or their cars are stuck on the side. You see, you pass by 3 fender benders. Somebody just slipped off, and then the person behind them rammed in rear end. There's a tow truck trying to unhook 2 cars from each other off to that side street. As you're getting to the Bellevue area and going up the road towards where a Smirkfluff is, you do see a cop car off on the side of the road. It has crashed into a light post. The lights are on, and the front windshield is smashed in.
Unfortunate.
Do you wish to stop, or do you wish to keep going?
O's will do the mental equivalent of a side glance at Lethe to ask her opinion.
We should see if there's. Does it look like the thing has like it was does it look like it was attacked by something? Or did it just like hit? Did it look more like it hit something? Can we tell? Or would you like a perception roll?
No, you can tell. You can definitely tell something attacked that vehicle and drove it off the road.
Yeah, she would nod.
She nods as in we should stop, or
Yeah, we
should
should.
not?
Yeah, it's a let's see what happened because
Okay, Oz pulls over then.
Something hit it.
Oz pulls over and switches over to watch mode. He's not getting out. He's looking for, are we getting an incoming attacker? To give cover for other ponies to go and investigate.
Yeah, Lethe is going to be stepping out regardless to see what happened with the cop.
I suppose Icebreaker will join and say, Nebby, make sure you're ready to stab at whatever might have done this.
Moat is sword. Hi. Ready.
Yes, if there is a target, Oz has every intention of driving Nebula closer so she can hit it with her sword.
Okay, let's check out this terrible, terrible wreck.
All right. You get out, you look around. You find the officer face first in the snow, not far from the vehicle. It's a mare. She has basically ice all over her front chest area. And her pistol's lying on the floor, completely discharged. All bullets fired.
She is dead for all intents.
No, she is not. She's actually still breathing.
She's gonna. Lisa's gonna take a moment and make sure she's stable enough to with things real quick with magic, and again stabilize spell, and is going to try to see if she's able enough to be moved. Which would be, I believe, a roll.
Oh yeah, can get her stable. The ice won't come off though. It looks like it's pierced her, and it is just like hooked into her. Barb. However, she is stable enough that she's not bleeding out because the ice is covering the, and you can move her with some caution.
Yeah, let's do that and see if Nebby, we can melt some of the break some of the larger chunks so it's not as bad.
Are you sure we shouldn't? Are you sure we shouldn't get her to a hospital before trying to melt it? If that thing comes out, then won't she?
Bleed out? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, we're just trying to get us. We're trying to so the weight doesn't push in on her. Is what I was trying to get at. So enough
I mean,
that,
there's two possibilities right here. One, just with that roll, is she stable at least? At least could determine that they're like relatively stable, albeit like slowly dying.
She's stable enough.
Okay.
One of those critical but stable conditions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's literally two options right here. One is keep it where it is, which medically is completely sound until able to be seen by a doctor, or melt it and then completely cauterize the wound and then get her.
Actually, we've never had to. I've never had to use this, but it is an option, and I have a couple of these. As basically, what she's going to do is use the other side of the changeling's ability to restore wounds and HP damage, and use the oh heck, did it get eaten?
Take damage to heal people.
Well, actually, just changeling can just restore HP. Like it's based on charisma, but
Neat.
it's the life bond.
Ah.
Yeah, so like enough to get her sort of as an action, touch a living creature and restore wounds. It's like, what would you say would be enough to get her to be like stable enough to melt the ice?
Well, melting the ice is going to be a separate thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying enough that we could pull that out without her and then heal up.
To pull it out and then heal her up?
Yeah, because that would the first one would be 6 back to her for HP damage.
Definitely going to need more. Going to
Okay.
go the magic route to try to heal her after pulling this
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Especially since I heard the word barbed.
Yeah.
Sorry, knocked my microphone.
Nope,
okay.
it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, like just let me know just how many to keep rolling for things.
Well, 6 is enough that most of the bumps and bruises from the accident are gone. Wound around the ice is kind of healing up a little bit. The ice kind of prevents the wound closing.
Yeah, so
Because
she's going to look to Nebby, like slowly try to melt the ice, and when it starts to like bleed again, she's going to take a moment and do the second time. So she'll do that one and then one more. So I could do 3 a day for trying to keep her back. So
Man,
Okay.
I also feel like warming her up might not be the best option because the cold might be, preventing blood from moving as quickly, kind of thing.
Well, also it helps against hypothermia.
Okay. You start working at it, and you're starting to get bits of that ice melted off and healing the wound as the ice is shrinking. For the rest of you that's watching this, so in the team, you start getting the sense that something Blizzard watching you.
yeah, like this will probably be the best she can do for a little while, but let's see what we can do for the rest of it when we get to a more warm and safe location.
Mhm.
And with that, she's going to sort of be focusing, trying to figure out where that thing is looking at them from. So would you prefer mysticism or perception?
You can get either.
May I also contribute?
Yes, you can.
I like these 8s.
I got a nat 1. Icebreaker freaking hates the cold.
Icebreaker, no idea. It's just too cold. You don't want to be there.
No.
Wow, Nebula's just nailing it. 20s.
That's my second 20 in a row. I'm not kidding. The last thing I did was that piloting check.
Yeah.
We could
Well, yeah,
literally say you're
Nebula
on
was
fire.
explicitly on Overwatch, explicitly looking for threats. So is O's.
All right, Lethe knows. Yeah, you definitely can feel that what's watching you is in the direction of where the address is to Locke's house. Nebula, for a moment, you see it. It was a form. It looked like a pony. It was in the sky, and you see these two bright blue eyes that kind of look down at you before winking out and disappearing into.
What's the sky pony?
That's not good.
You saw it?
Yeah, it was there, and she raves her hoof in some direction. Then it's gone, but it was there.
Oh boy.
We have a hostile.
Let's get to the bench in quickly.
Bring that wounded on board and let's get out of here.
She
Get
would
to the
have
house.
to do that because it would have been easier to not leave them in the cold for that.
All right, so
Alright.
every pony is on board.
Believe so.
Yep.
Then Oz is taking off as fast as he cautiously can, navigating the weather to get to Smirk.
Okay. Drive the rest of the way without an incident. Nobody's on the roads. Got it all to yourself. And you get up to the mansion. Big place, like all the other here. Somebody in here has money. All right, you get over there. The front door looks like a bear attacked it. It's like completely scratched up.
Harry's descendants would be a shame.
Shifts
Well,
over to a good copy of Smirk before knocking on the door.
on the door. After a little bit, door kind of pops open and see Locke peeking out. Oh, okay. Yeah, come on, hurry up. Something out there is going to eat you.
Yep,
Did
Leith
we
is going to,
get laid?
Leith is going to try to take the cup gently into a with that as best she can with the triage.
Locke kind of looks down at the officer. Okay, what happened? This-
Whatever is out, whatever we think might be out there is attack the cop. We found them on the way here.
Just here, like 30 minutes ago.
Something went after the police cruiser for a reason.
Oz shifts to a copy of the cop, and then whatever did this was in the sky.
Guy?
And it's Nebby caught a glimpse of it.
This sky pony up in the sky, and then it went poof.
Hmm. Well, there's no power, but, I guess you can make yourselves at home.
Leith is going to find a spot, like on the couch or something, that she can.
Yeah,
keep them
yeah.
there.
In fact, Locke will actually take you all to the guest room. Cop down. Actual bed. And
Kindly.
the robot butler kind of rolls up and holds out a tray of Pop-Tarts and Mountain
What
Deer and... Huh?
There is no tray anymore.
So we've hypercaffeinated the Kirin. We're doomed.
Hot Pockets, cherry Pop-Tarts, and Mountain Deer soda.
I think I'm good.
We'll try the soda. It's been a while, but
Oh, the amount of stuff in my inventory that's listed as stolen is funny. It's just 5 of them, but
so it's the Great Nebby and her various pilfered. Dang it! I couldn't think of a good P
Pilfered paraphernalia.
There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome. Pilfered pastries.
There you go.
Listen, all I know is that if we get animals, I am going to have the food to feed them.
Mm.
And then also probably kill them, because, you don't feed that.
Alrighty. So you're at the house. The officer is resting.
Do you know which map this is, so we can click on it real quick?
I didn't.
Doesn't
Oh,
look
no
like
worries.
there's a map.
Okay, no worries. I wasn't sure if there was a map I missed or something.
Oh, hey, Lethe, you got my gun?
Yeah, it would be on her back, so she probably, once she got the officer secure, she'd hand back the gun for
Thank you very much.
much appreciated. No problems.
I'm going to start patrolling. Like, checking doors, windows, that kind of thing.
Okay.
With a moment for to see with her about, he would take for Locke and take a moment and just say very simply before Smirk leaves and all, and ask, is she good for things?
Yeah, I mean, Locke's alright.
No, but I'm saying she would ask Smirk is before when she handed him the gun, like, she good for things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Okay, thank you. Well, she would take a moment to approach Locke and all and say, for everything, I wish to offer an apology for matters.
Apology for what?
The maids. And we'll bow our head and step out with that.
Merc, your friends are weird.
Yeah, they are. Just, you can see why I didn't exactly want to bring them along today.
I made my amends after that, and at least I didn't have to deal with the bathroom. Just your vision and memories of that. No, no, thank you. And she shudders.
So, Smirk, when you're doing your little patrol, there's a small kirin following behind you, just kind of going smirk, 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 smirk.
Nebby, what?
She just stares up at him with a large smile.
What do you want?
Did you win, son?
I'm gonna look at her and be like, I will have you educated by Stella if you keep this up.
That's not a threat, though.
Really? You think so? You want to be doing handwriting and mathematics assignments on the weekends? Because that's what you'll be doing.
But it's with Stella.
Yeah, you think she's going to be nice about it? Trust me, she's not.
Yes, she will. You don't know Stella.
Alright, well, glad I've got your permission to do that then. Now go away, I'm busy.
I'm not gonna say.
And I'm going to go back to patrolling. Because, we actually need to not die in this situation.
Insert the sentence that she yelled out. I'm not gonna scream it.
God, you're shit.
Shakes his head, goes up to Locke, and just comments, I think Nebula would like you as a replacement mother. And it just gauges her reaction.
Oh, no.
I think
No.
we broke Evis.
Does Locke have a reaction to those words?
Say the words again.
I think Nebula would like you as a replacement mother.
Do not. Do not.
Dude, can I? Did I ever hear that?
No, this is indoors. You're outdoors. Oz is very much
I'm not
making sure.
He's
Oz is
patrolling.
making sure. He's saying this while you're
You
not
said you
there.
were patrolling, man.
He's patrolling the house on the inside, making sure nothing's like breaking through a window.
Even so, Oz make sure Oz is, that the Smirk is not in earshot when he says this.
Okay. Well, Locke is just gonna like feel ill. Think.
You know what? I'd rather go outside than deal with the rest of this conversation. I'm gonna go act as bait.
You go
Out
outside.
of character, I condone none of this, and it's not my fault.
I think Icebreaker is of the idea that letting this, whatever it is, dictate the terms of combat is a bad idea. Because siege warfare sucks.
Yeah. So do you go outside?
Yes, Icebreaker is going to go out the front door and just stand there muttering about how damn cold it is.
It's starting to get a little dark. The sun's getting low. It's even. There's a snow pony, like a snowman, but pony, out in the lawn. Pretty well made. And you are 100% sure that wasn't there when you guys first arrived.
Dang it! It's really hard to come up with a Frosty the Snowman joke on the fly. I was trying to, like, in my head, come up with a whole tune and everything. Did not work. I got as far as Frosty the Snowpone.
No, if you think that's the enemy, tell it to freeze.
Icebreaker is going to look for a anything nearby, like a rock or something that she can pick up and throw.
Oh yeah, there's some planters there.
Right. Not going to throw it directly into the snow pony, but just at its feet, if possible.
Okay. Throw it. Snow pony doesn't seem to react at first. Then opens its mouth. You see like this black tentacle slither out, grab the rock, pull it back into its mouth, close it.
Rem, are you screwing with us?
The snow pone kind of looks left, looks right, bows its head, and the head just kind of falls off, rolling toward you. And when it rolls up to your feet, the head kind of looks up at you and just like, hi.
Oh, God.
In a voice I'm familiar with, or no?
Yes. Does sound like Rem.
Icebreaker will kneel down and go, "You're going to make me look crazy talking to a head out here."
It smiles. Sharp icicle teeth. Well, all crazier.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with this Cheshire Cat bullshit. She's going to sigh and then, guess, pick up the snow head and say, "Were you clawing at that door? First off, is this a dream?"
Rem tries to shake the head no, but being the head doesn't get very far, but you can kind of feel it since you're holding. No, it's not a dream. I actually have manifested a bit.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna look for something.
You're looking for something?
Yes.
What?
Food.
Okay. What sort of food? Your usual or something physical this time?
Not the usual. Thought this neighborhood looked nice, tasty.
Well,
Everybody's
you are
taking
correct.
naps. Everybody's on edge, right? Awake. Boring.
Yeah, snowstorms that this bad tend to do that, as does the... So, is it safe to assume that you were not, in fact, the one who blindsided that cop earlier?
Oh no, I wouldn't. That was
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Digo. I did not get any of that.
Oh, sorry. No, that wasn't me. I wouldn't hurt people like that. No way I could eat.
I figured. So we're dealing with one and I don't know, like a quarter monsters here. She sort of weighs the snow pony skull.
There's something else out here. Something old. Malevolent. Could we go inside?
Do you need me to get the rest of your body, or can I just take this?
Just take that.
Do you need anything else, or?
If there's anyone taking a nap, sure.
All right, I'll see if I can knock somebody out for you.
Yay!
Icebreaker will go inside then, and not just yell it out, but to the associated group go, hey, I found something, every pony.
Huh. She'd make her way, look up from the where she has the person resting for the moment stable, but come down and sort of says like, sort of blink at the head. Huh.
I found a talent for art that I did not know I had. And toss the skull to Lethe.
She'll grab it with it. It's like one of the telekinetic hands.
Okay.
Why, hello there.
The head kind of opens up with this maw of just icicle teeth. Hi.
Oh, it's been a while. It's like, I hope you've been well.
I've been alright. I get around.
I hope you've been fed well, at least.
Not too bad. I mean, not exactly gourmet food, but, you know, I get enough to get by.
Okay, well, that's good.
I was just looking to get ahead in this neighborhood.
Well, you found that and more. So, have you been able to see what it is we're dealing with enough to give a bit more description? Nivix was able to catch a glimpse of it. Don't know how, but
It's something.
That's what I heard.
It's ancient.
oh joy. Old world.
Oh, it's very old world. I can't really do much for you, other than you're probably safe just being indoors where it's warm.
Okay. I was just hoping for just if you've seen a little bit of it. I wouldn't ask you to interfere or anything like that. I try to it'd be unkind of me to do so.
From one spirit to another, we don't see each other so much as feel each other. So, what I can tell you is that it's not happy, but then it never is. And I try to avoid it because
Yeah, can't blame you. Do you have any idea when it first appeared?
Came several hours ago with the storm.
Oh, lovely. Well, that helps at least. So it wasn't. So that would have been about when she noticed the odd thing with the parking lot, like it might have originated there? Or was it more of a. Lovely. Okay.
That would be early enough, yes.
Okay, so actually you've been a great help. You want to go, at least I can do is if you promise not to munch too carefully, I can at least leave you next to someone that's a little bit out of it. He's critically injured, so just be mindful. Or she, sorry.
She. All right.
She'll take the head and sort of set it nearby to where the cop is.
You see this black tendril kind of ooze out of the mouth, roll across the bed, and sort of just kind of enter the forehead of the mayor officer. Kind of disappear into her.
Solved for the moment. Okay, and well, she'll look to ask around to Oz, like, anything here we can use as a potential impromptu flamethrower?
Oz just looks at Nebula.
The Nebula is at Smirk.
The child is not a weapon. Figure out something else.
The child is very much a weapon.
The child is not a weapon.
The child is not a gun. Find something else.
No, it's just you throw her. She's not a gun. She's a thrown weapon.
They're still under the full generalized definition of a weapon.
Let me put this bluntly. No. Find something else.
Well, as I said, if you could look around, I'm not good with that kind of engineering thing.
Oz will look around and try to find a flamethrower-ish kind of thing.
Find some hairspray and a match.
Lot calls out, "Go to the main bathroom. My mom keeps a lot of hairspray over there."
Where do you keep your matches?
Kitchen.
Okay.
Please don't burn my house down.
Why would I do that?
I don't think a match is going to work too well in this weather.
Yeah.
That's why you combine it with the hairspray. Oh.
Oz tries to find a more professional grade flamethrower.
Getting the homemade flamethrower because it's fun.
Lethe is going to, while they're doing their little impromptu out in Castello, she's going to see if she can try to pinpoint more where the spirit's sort of either hanging out or at least maybe looking to gain entry into.
Okay.
So that would be again the mist. Let's see what we got. No, I am rolling worse. Yay!
Oh no.
All right. You start looking around the house, trying to follow. You do bump into Smirk as he's making his rounds.
Nothing.
Yes. Not
Yes.
that I've seen so far.
Oh, lovely. Well, good news. Good news. Technically, well, we have a Icebreaker is probably somewhat right about what it might be potentially, which is the bad news, unfortunately. And
Joy.
I think they're. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying joy. Because you know,
Yeah.
we always love it when the bad news is that we're right
Yeah.
about something.
The one thing that I'm trying to figure out is, did someone awaken this thing, or did someone summon it? Neither exactly is a good thing because it may have been. I don't know why it would. It may have followed you in the truck. I don't know. Which
Well,
makes,
I mean, do we know what its capabilities are?
it's probably an ice spirit, and given all the signs and all, I think Icebreaker was right. It probably thinking it in a Wendigo of some kind, because it's old world. Rem is here and was able to give a sense of the spirit. So
Well, I mean, I'm not exactly, proficient in all the sort of
yeah, hey,
voodoo
you've
crap.
you've got a
but-
weapon that's probably going to do good against it. We just need to figure out where the thing is and try to banish it. Like, that's our main goal right now, is to figure out where this thing is, because it's going to keep the storm around if it can, and the things are just going to get worse. So we need to find a way where it is and to banish it.
So much for a date night. Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
It's not your fault. All right, so we need to figure out how to catch this thing. Hey, Locke, question.
Yeah.
Do you have, like, I don't know, like a big room you're not using?
Kind of just races her hooves against the entire house. Other than the basement office, and the bathroom, maybe.
How much do you like your kitchen?
If you're asking me to cook, I can maybe cook you some mac and cheese.
All right, I have a plan. If this thing is an ice spirit and we need a lot of fire, here's what we do. We
Make mac and cheese?
Yes.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
We stick it into we basically stick it in some kind of trap in the kitchen. We turn the gas on and we flick a match in it and deal with it that way.
Okay, so where are we gonna? Would be the best and quickest way to lead it in potentially?
If we can bind it, we can stuff it into the oven.
Well, yeah, there we go. Problem solved. So you magic people go and do whatever it is that you do to solve these problems.
Right.
if I
We're
can,
going to
like,
look
shoot
for
it.
how to bind the night spirit.
Okay, completely out of character and completely off topic, but do you think it'd be possible to bind this and use it as like a mini freezer?
It would get
Could
loose.
we like just trap it in like a cool box somewhere and put like meats in it?
Oh my word!
That
would get
is
loose, trust me.
inhumane or imponane.
Binding something like this is going to take a lot of work and resources.
Right, which is why we should be making sure that we're getting our money's worth out of it.
Question. I have Rem's container. Would that work for a binding receptacle?
No, because the receptacle was made specifically for Rem.
Nah, no worries.
Think of each receptacle as specifically tailored to a specific creature.
Okay, fair enough. I just was curious about the. I always kept it on stock just in case of emergency repositioning.
No problem. You all hear
Okay.
a bang on the front door again.
We don't
Oh.
want any.
Oath goes to check.
Icebreaker goes with.
Smirk goes with.
Nebby goes with.
Oz, just as you touch the handle for the front door, the power comes on. And as the door opens, augmented reality displays come right back up. And at the front door is Officer Snow from this police station.
No.
Hello, you all. I'm trying to find out if you got a dead body in here belonging to us, one of our officers.
She's
An
stable.
officer, but she's still alive.
Oh my god, that is so casual.
Do you have an ambulance?
I don't have an ambulance per se, but I have my own vehicle. I noticed that hers is wrecked off the side of the road down a few blocks. Do you mind
You
if I
wanna
come
see her?
in?
You want to see her? Come in.
Question: I might have missed it with my dogs. Did we call the police to
No,
bring them
we've
here?
not. That's
It's
why
not.
he is sort of looking over the officer and trying to figure out like this if there's something unusual, considering the choice of officer here.
Nobody called the police. One possible idea. Maybe the officer didn't check in, and so another one went to check on where their last location was.
Cool. That doesn't explain why they found us here.
Yeah, this is 10 different degrees of absolute bullshit.
We are all
Um,
rolling the equivalent of insight.
I would like to just roll general perception.
All right. Sense motives. I see 14, 11, 23.
Two.
Out of character, this is bullshit. In character, nah, this is legit.
All right. The 14 and the 23. This officer does not trust a single person in this room and is about ready to just call the whole precinct to come down here, figure out what's going on. Perception 19. Officer Snow looks at you, Icebreaker, and just locks eyes and just squints. She doesn't seem to like you right now.
Do you
Close
have a
it.
problem with me, officer?
Closes the door in her face.
Do you actually close the door?
Yes.
Well, Snow was going to answer, but with the door slammed shut.
Nebby,
No.
if one of your buddies from if one of your friends from home was hurt and someone that was their parents came by, would you do the same thing?
I don't think that's the same Snow we saw at the office.
Nebby,
Even
what if
the
I told
dirty
you about-
glares, it
Question.
probably is.
With that 19, can I tell that this is if it's as close to a not a fake identity. Basically, this isn't with that 19, can I tell if this is the monster trying to trick us, or do I know from that glare that this is in fact the person who just hates me?
Also,
this would be an actual pony that probably does not like you at all right now. Probably doesn't like the whole team right now for slamming the door.
Snow was the case manager. Snow was not the cop. I don't know if that was just a you thing, Digo, or
she is an officer and she's child services.
Yeah, so
she does both jobs.
Oz opens the door again, and if Snow is there, gestures for her to come in. Quickly.
Apologies.
We sure are just inviting people into someone else's house, aren't we?
It's not our house.
Hey, look, the case manager's here. Is it cool?
Snow turns over to Locke and says, "Hello, miss. I'm glad to see that you are following your house arrest. You keep very interesting company, however."
She graciously allowed us to bring the officer here to keep the officer alive. You should be thanking her.
If Snow keeps this up, there's going to be 2 dead bodies.
Your officer is over here. Come this way now. And Oz leads the way.
Locke gestures toward the room. "Yes, officer, please just come in. Don't arrest me again."
This is like those van ponies where you invite them in and they can't do anything if you let them in, unless you invite them in.
He's also the one that gave you the Princess Runa too. So
yeah, she also took it away.
There is a firm mental statement that there's a firm telepathic statement of this, and if she is a vampire, I'm trusting you to gank her. You have my back.
Snow turns and nods to
No.
Nebula.
The telepathic statement is only to the party members, not to Snow.
I know. But Snow recognizes Nebula, seeing a child, just kind of nods. "Fancy to see you here, little girl. Everything okay with you?"
I'm gonna slam the door in your face again if you don't move.
This is wow.
Okay then.
Listen, thank you for reminding me that she was the one who took the doll away. Thank you for that.
Icebreaker is going to look at Snow and say, "You'll have to forgive her. Kids can be such little hellions, especially when they lose their favorite doll."
Also, this one is just
I
shit
see.
in general.
Well, I can't just be giving these dolls away. They are property of the station. And if you had any questions, I do both being an officer and child services because that means that's one less pony that they have payroll.
So is it the shortwave radios don't work outside the station? Is that why you can't give them away?
I'm not going to dignify that with an answer.
You already know it's from LunaNet, and they have their cameras and stuff watching. You don't have to hide it from me. I already know.
Snow goes over to the room, sees the officer on the bed, resting. She goes over, checks pulse, looks over the wound. You can see
the giant black tendril.
The tendril's not there.
I know. I'm just
but that would be cool. And I mean, if you want the tendril out,
I'm just joking.
Just say her name 3 times. All right. She kind of she goes on her radio, calls back the precinct. "I found their wayward officer. Injured. You may need to send an ambulance and come to this address that I'm at." Give the address. Turns over to the rest of. So is it coincidence that you all happen to be here? Or am I missing something?
I was on a date. The rest of them
Bert was on a booty call.
He just face hooves or face claws at this point because it's griffin form. Yeah, it's like you could have phrased that so much more eloquently, Nebby.
I could, but that would be a lie.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't. This was not a booty call. That's not what this was.
With a 3. With a
No.
3, Locke is trying her best to shrink away and disappear and failing.
I hate all of you so much more than you could ever know. You're the worst.
Oh, this is. I'm laughing so much. I'm sorry.
Remember, I know where all of you sleep.
Well, I'm trying to be diplomatic here. I'm trying. It's not me.
I know it's not you. I know it's not you, Lee. I know it's not you.
At this point, Oz just
I
goes
am
up to Snow
harmless.
and just, Snow, here's what happened. Smirk was visiting his friend here when you saw those scratches on the front door. This mansion was attacked by something that required backup to secure against. We were the most convenient backup that could be summoned. On the way here, we found your officer friend who was probably attacked by the same thing. We rescued her and brought her here. That is what happened.
All right.
I wasn't going to leave someone to bleed out in the snow like that.
Much appreciated that you happen to get my friend to safety. I'm just a little concerned that you're all acting a little off.
Whoever attacked this mansion is probably still in the area. If you can get your officer friend out of here, that's one less body we have to worry about.
As soon as the
Am I
ambulance,
clear?
as soon as the ambulance arrive, we'll both be out of your way.
Thank you.
Something just came in with the storm here. And she just sort of shakes her head and goes to continue looking around for a sign or something of where it might be. Just a mental to the rest of them, the rest of the party. Just keep an eye on her in case something squirrely happens.
Okay.
At this point, an off-brand copy of the downed officer is just, okay, yes, this is clearly a changeling who was adopting the officer's look just in case.
Say that again?
Oz is an off-brand copy of the downed officer, and is also looking to see if Snow has any reaction to this. As in okay, just in case the officer was specifically attacked, that Oz is now a body double for this.
That does bother Snow. Like, don't do that. Okay, for Nebula, Lethe, and Oz, you see that there's a mirror on the wall in this room, and you, of course, can see the reflection of Officer Snow. You can also see that coming into frame is Rem, who kind of just sneaks over, kind of forms a hammer with her shadowy leg, and just kind of does this motion like, do you want me to do this?
Nods head, nods head, nods head, nods head, nods head, nods head.
Lethe will give a glare at Debbie there, but Lethe will shake her head as a no.
Oz will also shake his head no.
Rem kind of just forms a hand with one hoof, gives it a thumb up, and then you kind of just slinks out of the frame.
There's a nod of thanks as she goes and continues her wandering throughout the thing, trying to find something.
All right. Well, with the power restored, everything seems to be all right as the storm still goes on outside. But it does seem to calm down a little bit. And Icebreaker, not Icebreaker, sorry, Lethe, you get a call.
She'll answer it. Hello? And
Hey,
try
it's
to quiet spot to
Lethe,
take its course.
It's Father Irons. How are you doing?
Dealing with something of an old world spirit, potentially, but nothing I can't take a pause for. It's being unproductive at best. What can I do for you, Father?
I just wanted to give you a update on your friend here, Lance, that's been staying with us. He's been doing well.
Good. I'm
He has
sober and
sober, definitely.
Good,
He told
good.
me he's having some trouble sleeping as of last night. Something about hearing voices in his head.
well, actually, I may be able to assist with that and potentially put a stop to it as well if you're willing to just have me over a night or two to see about matters. I have
Well,
a potential solution for that.
You know you are always welcome. Anything I'd love to have.
Thank you.
Want to bring your friends? Just let me know, and I'll have extra plates at the table.
I think after all the cookies went missing last time, I might be a little leery with the kirins. The kirin we have has a sweet tooth, a mile long.
Fair enough.
But with that, she's going to go to a more remote spot and try to discreetly get Rem's attention.
Okay. Rem shows up in a mirror.
Mhm.
Hello.
Hello. I have actually a potential that might be a bit more appetizing a meal, and something that, because you mentioned you could sense other spirits' works. I'm wondering if it might be your willingness to help a pony sleep better, and also stop a more and another spirit's work that's causing you to probably find less savory meals for matters. If you'd be willing to, because you know where I am for matters, and I can take you into the church and back out again for a night if you're willing to help a tormented individual.
Oh, the church. Oh, great.
Again, I'm willing to take you in and out as for matters without any issue. I give you my word.
All right, I guess.
Okay, well, I can. It'll be for a night or two from now that we'll do this. So it's not a now thing, but I'll summon you to and take you there once we get to the church. I'm not have you subjected to incarceration for any amount of time more than necessary.
Wouldn't it just be way easier to bring Lance outside of the church?
I'm not going to do that for reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's reasons for not going outside because the church is still a barrier to many other things. That's why, like, I don't want something else grabbing him.
Well, I think we know what's grabbing him. It's just a
Yeah, and that's why I'm wanting him in the church because it's keeping things out.
Well, that or it's giving him a nice secure place to change into a monster and kill everybody. One of the two.
We'll see.
50-50, you never know.
Yeah, but she'll thank Rem for taking a moment to listen and wish her well as she goes to continue looking about for any other signs of this thing.
Icebreaker is going to go outside again, and this time she's going to start looking just like across the city as best she can to see where power's going out, because it seems that's where the monster is.
Okay. You go out and you see that most of the neighborhood has its power on. You're looking around. And one by one, you see houses down the street lose power again. And the house one closer to you loses power. House one closer from there loses. And so forth and so forth. And then the house you're at doesn't lose power. But you hear from behind the house a wailing. A very loud, shrieking wail. And it kind of sends a shiver up your spine. It doesn't sound natural. You've never heard this kind.
Is it something we all hear or just the Icebreaker?
Just Icebreaker.
Want to have a screaming contest, do ya? Icebreaker says mostly to herself. I'm going to roll a will save just to see if Icebreaker has the mental fortitude to keep standing out here.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I think she might be able to, and I think she's just going to start raising her voice. So you don't like light, do you? Is that why you keep knocking out the power? Or is it more sort of the cozy gathering type stuff? Come on, I know how you Wendigos think. You like us all isolated, right? And just getting louder and louder to try and get maybe the attention of someone in the house.
Yeah, I'd probably poke my head out of either the door or a window, depending on which floor I'm on.
Yeah, imagine if with that kind of voice raising, soon one of us would probably hear something or another.
I mean, as demonstrated by like 1 or 2 sessions ago, Icebreaker can get very, very loud.
Yes.
Ice, what do you want? Why are you yelling?
Because it's here.
Would the whale have triggered something mystically?
The whale?
Yeah, just like a wrongness and all, like she's picked up a couple of times. It's up to you.
You do feel a presence back, and the power's starting to flicker on and off, angrily.
Yeah, she'd probably make her way to, given that she doesn't know where anyone is, try to find other people and make her way to them.
Yeah, Oza's coming out to a mild copy of Ice this time to see what's going on.
The Wendigo was screaming at me a minute ago. I think the power outages are a sign of where it is.
That's a good line of reasoning. Let's have at it then. We need to send this thing back. Or put it down, one of the two.
The power goes out. The storm subsides, and it gets down to just a snow. Powdery. Coming down, the wind is very gentle. And then off to the right, somewhere in the yard of trees, a tree just uproots and collapses. And then
Oza's heading over there.
The wind howls, and it starts picking up. And the snow's getting heavier and
All right, I have an incredibly weird question.
Go for it.
Can I roll sense motive to see if that earlier wailing, the one that sent a shiver up my spine, was angry, scared, or hurt?
Go for it.
Of all the times!
You're not sure.
Yeah. Okay, so I can't get a good read on this thing yet.
Yeah.
Okay, Oza's where that tree fell down and scanning the sky to see if he can find a Wendigo.
Okay.
The answer is, I assume, no.
No.
What a bad time to not remember the lyrics to the Fire of Friendship.
Fire of Friendship.
Yeah.
As you all go out looking, I want everybody to roll initiative.
Okay, cool.
But what if we just didn't and it was fine?
Yep, there we go. There we go with my terrible initiative as always.
What an estate.
Okay.
I'm going first, huh?
You're
As you
walking
do.
down the path. 3 ethereal-looking, large equine kind of slither out of the snow and icy.
Oh, sorry about that. I had to keep the cast from trying to get an old box of 22 ammo.
It's all right.
What a sentence! What an amazing sentence!
Right?
Remind me after
Okay.
the session, and I'll show you the box.
Okay.
Nivix there. Okay. All right.
So we can see them now, huh?
You can see them now, and they don't look too happy.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So, Icebreaker, you're first, since you managed to call them out. So, here they are.
Here I am. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to look at Wendigo 1, and I am just going to point blank ask, so what do you want? And that's my turn.
Wendigo 1. As it closes in, floating in the air,
Mm-hmm.
and with this kind of shrieky voice, it just responds, "Your soul."
Cool. Yep.
And we'll hit you with an ice ray. Right? Freeze you. Ooh,
Wow. That's bad.
that's cold.
It's very cold.
Lethe.
Okay, let's see. How far up is it, or is it 2, 3? How far up would you say it is, or is it more like floating above the ground?
It's floating above the ground, but it's no more than 5.
Yeah.
It's within
And she-
melee, if you will.
Yeah, she was going to be heading up to right here, and is going to be let's see. Right, let's see. Make sure I get the right skills this time. And yeah, see, click once, or is it click twice? If she charges a spell. Okay, yeah, there we go. And just swings at it with a flurry of hooves.
Flurry of hooves. Yep, both will hit. Roll damage.
Okay, and then 1 moment, I gotta do a 2d6.
Wow. Okay.
24.
24 damage.
Yeah, sorry, I had to click something to choose one of my spell charges.
All right, it dissipates or disrupts. You're not too sure, but you connect with something semi-solid, and it just vaporizes with a shriek of anger and pain. Think you got it. Hope you got it. Well, okay. Next Wendigo comes over. Ice Ray Nebula.
No, thank you.
Take 5. Nivix goes next. Needle. Okay. And takes damage. Alright. Is that a bless you?
It attempts to hold it back, but failing.
Okay. O's, you are up.
Okay. They're attacking his friends. His sister attacked one. O's is just on autopilot at this point. The rifle comes out and full auto.
All right.
which doesn't exactly be effective, but at least he's trying.
Yeah, I mean, the bullets whiz through the air and just kind of miss it. It weaves a little bit like nobody's business. Number 3. Flies out of the trees. Smirkfluff, you look tasty.
There's just so many jokes there.
Well, it misses. Smirk, you're next.
Too bad I'm not gonna. So, oh god, now that says that, I'm definitely going to.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just ran right into that one, buddy.
But yeah, I'm just full auto into this thing.
Trust the god of aiming.
Oh, never mind. I think I'm gonna hit.
Yeah.
They roll damage twice, don't I?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, never mind. Screw it and its opinions.
You disrupt it. It vanishes in screaming agony and anger.
I don't care how magical you are. Lasers solve every
That did-
problem.
Try that again. Sorry. Nebula.
Oh, you wanted to go past me, I see. You didn't want me to do anything.
Nah, I double click. My
Doop,
mouse does not like it.
Boop. Doop-a-doo. Auto. No. No. Sad Kirin.
You do get its attention, though. It does not seem to particularly like being near you.
Well, it's okay. I wanted to stab it with the glowing sword. It's fine.
Icebreaker, you're up.
I don't know that I really even can do anything. I don't feel like I would, like, legit. I don't know that I would have anything to do. So I think I'm just going to regroup with the others. I think that's basically it.
Not gonna taunt it.
Nah. I just got blasted with cold. I think I'm too, among other things, that's really got to make her eye uncomfortable. She's
Okay.
got a metal eye in her skull. This has got to feel really bad just in general.
Fair enough. Lethe, you're up.
Okay, let's see how far is that thing? 65. So okay, she's double moving to right about here because that's as far as she gets. Is she sort of is in the air and just pumping the wings? So that's it for me.
All right. Like it's going to be Lethe or really. We'll go after Nebula since you're right there. All right. It's going to do a double slam. And one hit. Nebula take 3 from an icy cold hoof to the chest.
To the head, most likely. Excuse you.
All right. Now it's Nivix again with the rifle. Nivix doing pretty well. All right. Shoots it again. O's, your turn.
It's just
Okay.
standing there, almost frozen. No pun intended.
Awesome. Do I get to shoot it again?
Yeah, that was Oz's turn. Yes, next.
Heck yeah. See if I can hit this time. Oh, yeah, I can. Not for a lot, though. That's it for me.
It's immune to the fun juice.
I wanted to shoot it, but Nebula was
will-
in the way.
I want to pull. Then I get to kill it.
Oh, you can
Go
try.
for it.
I will try. Woo!
Well, I think that's number 3 for the 20s.
Right?
What is it with you and your crits today?
Oh, Nebula Flare, she's on fire.
And so was it for a brief second.
For a brief second, yeah. All right. Take care of it.
Us. Idiot. Bye-bye, Snow Pony.
Yes, bye-bye indeed. As the last vaporizes into the air, the storm subsides a little bit. It's still snowing heavily, but the wind died.
Okay, that's
You're
good.
you're not feeling the presence.
Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
See, I told you Nebula was the solution.
Well, that sucked. Neb, you okay?
I'm fine. I'm a good fighter. And ice is weak to fire. So, yeah, I'm kind of awesome.
In this situation, at least. Good job,
I am
kid.
awesome in all situations, excuse you.
Uh-huh. Show you up.
Icebreaker will pat Neb on the head and then immediately try to go inside.
Yay! Is it just-
Is the power back on yet?
The power does come back on, and the ambulance arrives. As the paramedics go to retrieve the injured officer, Officer Snow comes out, looks at the party. I'm not sure what's going on, and maybe it's best I don't ask.
Wendigos.
not.
Wendigos. They've been
Is this
Snow
taken care of.
ponies.
Magic bullshit. Magic bullshit's happening.
Is this just a thing with your team that you do this?
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Unfortunately, we have a bit of somewhat of a specialty in dealing with some of these matters. So we end up finding ourselves in the middle of them by proxy.
Some of my siblings always used to call me bad luck.
You've always been bad luck. Well,
That was Snow who said that?
yeah. She turns to start walking away to her car.
Thought it was you. Is all Icebreaker's gonna say for right now.
She holds up a hoof. If I had fingers.
Love you too, sis.
What are fingers?
Those
The
things
little
Smirk has.
Yeah.
No, he has claws.
You know that Minotaur we saw that one time? That.
Gross.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ambulance leaves, and Snow drives off to follow the ambulance, leaving you all with no problems. The cops.
Well, things settled. I think we should let Smirk enjoy his alone time with matters.
Now, I'm pretty confident you've already absolutely murdered any chance of that. Thoroughly. Thanks, Nebula. Gonna put you
I
back
don't
in the
know.
box.
There's still time for a nice firelit, actual
I'm-
fire, not
I'm
current
putting
fire.
all of you in the timeout box.
No, not the timeout box.
Is it fireproof this time?
No, it's got broccoli.
And you have to eat it, or else you can't come out again.
No, I didn't leave the bathroom for a week.
That's your problem, not mine.
They're trying to kill me, Ice.
Wow.
Neb, you should eat your vegetables. Icebreaker looks like 1,000 miles away right now.
Pure betrayal.
All right.
Rose walks up to the robot butler and asks, after we leave, can you set a fire and otherwise make a nice romantic compatible ambiance for your master and her friend?
Bike. kind of stares at you. You can't really tell what it's thinking. And then it says, I am capable of performing music, soothing, light jazz, smooth jazz, and other appropriate sounds for a restful evening if this is what you wish to play.
I'll
How
leave
about-
it to
how
him.
about you all leave and I'll sort this out.
Very good. Oz tries to usher the rest of the party out to the truck.
Lethe's sort of talking to Icebreaker there.
Icebreaker is going to smile and go, no. This is good. This is good. Now I know that keeping an eye on her was a good thing. Oh, she's not going to get away from me this time.
Well, as long as things work out at your own pace, then.
Hmm.
But if you need an ear or whatnot to listen, at least I can do is offer. She'll head back to the vehicle.
Icebreaker will also go back to the vehicle. She needs to get home like ASAP.
All right.
Right. Oz drives us all off once everyone but Smirk is at the vehicle.
All right. Well, Smirk, you're left alone at the mansion with Locke. She takes in a deep breath. So, this
My
was a
friends are
day.
idiots. I apologize.
Well, to be fair, mine are too, so I suppose we have that in common.
Well, I mean, I didn't expect to bond over how dumb our friends were, but I'll take it.
Hmm. So,
But-
you like old action movies?
Gods, yes. I am totally in. After today, yes. What have you got?
Well, come over to my room and I will show you my collection. You should pick
I
something
am-
out.
Totally in.
She takes you upstairs to her room to enjoy a evening of quiet. With the rest of the team, you go drive off. Going down the road. Much easier to drive now that the snow has subsided and it's not so bad. But you can't help but feel something's still missing. But, it seems okay for now. As you continue off and the mansion slowly recedes off in the distance. Off in the little window, see Rem waving goodbye. Big smile. And that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Alrighty.
Woo!
And with that, I am now going to share this into the channel.
Nightmare fuel. That's great. I thought that was Rem, though. Rem is literally nightmare fuel.
Yes, she is.
The sleepless night.
Mm.
I'll paste it into the Twitch chat.
All right, Spud, you can take us out. Literally.
So, what just happened?
Ah,
I think we'll need more specifics.
We fought
Uh.
Wendigos, and then I got to watch action movies. It was a good day.
Nay hard.
But what was the whole deal with Officer Snow?
Oh.
Well, she was coming by to pick up a downed police officer that we found.
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
Ice Sister.
It's backstory for Icebreaker.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're related or at least acquainted?
Yes.
Quite acquainted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. All right. Oh, on that bombshell, thank you for listening to our Spudventures. If you like what you heard, you can find more at youtube.com/newbiespud or wherever you get your fine podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, etc. We aim to live stream these games every Sunday around 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern at 5 Eastern at twitch.tv/newbiespud. If you want to keep up with this and other projects I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter at newbiespud And if you want to support my ability to produce more content like this, please consider supporting me at patreon.com/newbiespud. See you next time with whatever we decide we're doing next week. Next week is currently a free slot, so it's a mystery.